Hello, I am Fjallsback and welcome to Stellaris. We're playing as the Sacred Launch in the Distant Stars DLC. Let's start the clock again here and get a level. Well, that's the new scientist that we assigned here. We lost like 3 scientists to the event horizon, signal
Incoming
horizon.
Transmission.
Shantari Allied Regions. You want a what's called migration treaty. Xenophiles and authoritarian. And you are down here. They are living on tropical worlds. Where is this? This is these guys way out here. Okay. If I say yes, they will definitely migrate to the Gaia world. And then I can use them to colonize, but I have the Nivlac already, so I don't know. Depends on what the factions say, I guess. Where are they? They are here, because we actually have them on max happiness currently. So spiritualist values, yep, on hollow ground. We're not on a tomb world. We don't have a Gaia world as a holy thingy. We don't follow the pursuit. 25% of population is spiritualist in some way, yep, and harmonious, harmony, yeah. So this doesn't matter to them. They will get some Nivlacs to migrate to them. No, actually, our Nivlacs are not allowed to migrate, are they? Autocracy, so that's not going to change at all. Caste system, limited citizenship, or some such things. Yeah, the Nivlac are less the citizens than our people. Domination tradition we're done, and we want a subject. Okay, so none of those matter. It looks like species then. Set rights. Migration enabled and migration enabled. So they will move to me and that's it. Do I want that, to have some of these guys move in? Well, it means we won't only have Nivlacs around. Right, and what kind of government do you have? Are you... You're authoritarian, so that's at least something. Xenophiles, so they like us no matter what. Resettlement cost. Sure then. And I guess there is like 4 places they can move into. Our guys shouldn't move out because they're not allowed to. And it doesn't change our influence game here at all.
Complete.
Alright, the Tazargoid secured. This Tazargoid is an extremely lethal predator that stalks the dense jungles of Narabu at night, paralyzing its prey with electric shocks before shocking their brains out with its tube-like mouth. Unfortunately, 3 of the crew members from the science ships were lost to these creatures before the specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology on Sanctum will rename one of its wings after these brave officers to honor their sacrifice. Right, excellent. And that is the one way out here. Well, send you the passive and I can auto-explore and you will do stuff out here that we have no idea what is.
Incoming transmission.
Let's do that then. Get that level. This is a defensive pact, right? Same guy that we got on migration treaty with. Will this cost us an influence? I don't think they do. Yes, they do. Okay. Well, we have a defensive pact. I don't think that will help us that much, but now it's there. But you're going home to repair. Yep, that is all good. How close are you to these pirates now? You're getting as close as you've ever been. 4 more jumps. No, 3 more jumps. 1, 2, 3, and then home repair, and then find some monsters to take care of.
Construction complete. Construction
more
complete.
Food. Scientist dies. Do the construction first. You're way out here. You do all of that. You're the one that was doing those guys, I see. Leader experience gain, I guess, is fine. You secure these guys, and then you have a look at the worm thing afterwards. And you are heading for the debris. Yeah, you're fairly close, so that should be there soon enough. Right, so you have repaired, and you should upgrade as well. Right, so you have done that and that. I think we want to grab this system next. There's a lot of energy and minerals here. And a wormhole that we haven't explored yet.
Our ships have been improved.
Alright. So once the science ship is done or nearing completion in this system, we should send you, say, here next. Right, you have some upgrades to do, a capital, and here, yeah, mining station, mining network. Do that, we have plenty of food, so that one food is not going to be a problem.
Complete.
Right, you upgraded the food here, you're running slow on energy. Granted we have a colony going. That costs, was it 8 points? Yep, 8 each month. 110 months for the next edition, that's a long way off. Wormhole travel is going to be there sooner rather than later. Alright, finally, these pirates. Environmental engineer trait.
Special project complete.
What does that do here? Ah, blocker and so on, okay. Sneeran secured. Sneerans are large burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts of NM3A. When these predators sense movement in the sand above, they immediately raise dozens of tail spikes from their backs in hope to impale something edible. Finding such a specimen proved difficult at first, until hundreds of track the remote controlled drones were displaced across the desert in random directions. This led to the discovery of and procurement of an unusually large specimen that had grown more than 100 spikes on its back. Excellent. Was that the last one? It was indeed the last one. All of the specimens asked for by the Museum of Exobiology have been secured. The museum has grown to be a massive facility where artificial gravity generators and atmospheric processors are used to simulate the environment over a dozen worlds. Visitors are journeying from all across the Sacred Lodge to see its wonders. Excellent. And radio the pirate station. Also excellent. We have server this distance, this is fine. You go and repair and then upgrade as well.
Debris
so
analyzed.
pirate is finally dealt with. Regenerative hull tissue 10%, excellent. And then server the system. Right, how many orders? The Loop Temple, Signs and Stones. Right, what is this? Sanctum. Okay, archaeologists have found a forgotten temple in our remote highlands of Sanctum, buried for centuries but recently exposed by an earthquake. Dating techniques suggest it is a pre-industrial relic hand-hewn from volcanic rock. However, the reoccurring symbol on the walls and radial altar, a Mobius looped serpent consuming its own tail, has no obvious precedent in our early history, and the inscriptions use an unknown alphabet. One excitably archaeologists suggest is a relic left by an unknown precursor race. In a presumably meaningless coincidence, the quakes seem to have occurred at the same time as the final message from the black hole in the Caribbean maelstrom. Ominous, or sign the spiritual one here. A way has opened for us. Investigate the Loop Temple.
Situation log updated.
Right, investigate the Loop Temple. It's only a research and not any requirements, so it doesn't block any tech or anything. Alright, guess we'll do that. What were we at? Oh yes, the science ship that is surveying here. How many orders do you have? 15. Yeah, there's plenty of planetary bodies in the system, so give you some time to finish the survey before we send the fleet out to take care of the next spot. Right, you're heading to frontier outpost here versus the Korean organism. That is all good. And these guys, yep, they're doing the worm project here now.
Special project complete.
Right, the horizon signal, a lesson in the ashes. We have reproduced conditions that approximate those around the black hole. We have found that the fragments we recover cycle between states in ways that should be impossible, as if time were oscillating. We can derive energy from this, although there are very worrying changes to the local spacetime. So we get entropic recursion and 10% as an option. Alright. But nothing's left behind here. Fair enough. So, what are we doing with you then? We want you to go through this wormhole, but we haven't really gotten the tech yet. 21 months. Anything else we want to do in the meantime? There is one set of monsters where we could do the debris, but that's 3k. We won't do that anytime soon, so I think we're just moving you here for now. And then send you onwards once the tech arrives in 21 months. Alright. New contact. We have received communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire calling themselves the Confederacy of Istakinuk. Right, where are you at? Greetings. Oh, way out here.
Construction complete.
And they have apparently a strategic resource that we don't know about. And they don't like us that much because we're allied to their rivals, which are these guys here. I see. Oh, I see. Right, so you're done. Here you build mining stations and research stations. That is a lot of stuff to build.
Incoming transmission.
Right, so they closed borders. No surprise there, really. So I guess we will do the same. You want to buy another energy food thingy from us? Sure, go right ahead. And you are done way out here. So connect the third to last system in the L sector. Deal duration has ended. Okay, and I just made a new one, so that is sort of just to make up for it, I guess. just came in the wrong order. The deal expiring should have gone there first, I guess. Right, migration treaties with other people. Did anyone migrate in this way? Nothing that I can see, not here at least. Not here. Alright. Great.
Special project complete.
Right, the Loop Temple, Time and Stone. Our scientists have learned a great deal about the subterranean temple, but some questions remain. Roof aperture along with the radiant altar suggest it was once a solar calendar, but it's so badly damaged by the earthquake that we can't be certain. If the builders found a particular dates important, we'd never know which ones. We had better luck with the unknown alphabet. It is a debased variant of a better known hierarchical script, not an alien language at all. We were successful in deciphering it. The temple is dedicated to the waiting worm, or the worm in waiting. Most of the inscriptions are sonorous, poetic invocations requesting its appearance, or, if read in the other direction, departure. There is also a body of inscriptions describing the operations of the universe, which is more excitable. Archaeologists swear contains references to advanced field equations. Nothing new to us, but very impressive for a temple of this vintage. We have yet to find a physicist who's prepared to go on record as agreeing that the references are meaningful, though. The temple holds no cosmic secrets or alien weapons, as far as we can tell, but its dark spaces have distinctive, menacing beauty, and the poetry of the invocations to the worm in waiting becomes fashionable. They are set to popular music, they are published in collections. Make the Loop Temple a place of pilgrimage, because we're spiritualists. That gives us doctrine, strange loop, and 20%, and happiness. Reserve the temple for the academic study. 300 scientisting. There's something wrong here. Show leadership by sealing the temple. 100 influence. Now we'll make the Loop Temple a place of pilgrimage. That seems fine.
The faithful have claimed a new world.
Right, colony done. So, Nivlak, on you go. And now we're actually off 3 of 3. But that shouldn't stop us from colonizing the next place, as long as it's not a tomb world. By size. That is fine. This ocean world here. Where are you at? You are fairly close as well. So, okay, the ship is actually fairly cheap. Where are we going? We have plenty of food, so we can go here. Sell Madrak Prime, it says, but is it Prime? No, it is 2. Go right ahead. Rendezvous. Okay, 2 different things here. This is also a loop thingy. Let's go with the rendezvous first. The Dionysus name is being hailed by the syzygy of the Sacred Lodge. Despite the fact that it isn't sending any ID codes, we recognize it, and no ship of that name has ever been commissioned. The syzygy commanding officer claims to be Captain Fausta Victorious. Our admiral of that name is alive and well elsewhere. This must be an ambush. We are taking no chances. Battle stations. Right, where's this? This is out here, I guess. Yep. Let's open a channel. A rendezvous. The captain that was. The captain that appears on our screens is clearly Fausta Vitrinicus, but a scarred, hauntingly decrepit, wrecked edition of Fausta Virinticus, a face glossy with plasma burns, and older, much older. The bridge in the background looks just as scarred and just as decrepit, but the captain's voice is firm and clear. Finally, you're here. I waited so long. My punishment is to die in battle against you. Please end me. I'm sorry. Okay. What happened here, and are you really the guy? Am I? Are you the same disciple you were last year? Every day is a death, every future is a choice. Time is a labyrinth, not a road. A chuckle sounds like a chuckle hurts. Ask the loop. If you want to end it, why wait? A warship is full of ways to die. What is the loop? Surrender, I've done what you can to help you, or let's finish this now. What is the loop? The loop is what comes first and what comes next. The worm in waiting and I suppose the worm in the loop. Let's say time is a labyrinth. The captain begins to gesture truthfully. Then the loop is a monster or its maker. No, I can't explain it, and you may know more soon. Or you did in my past. Weapons locked? Question mark. If you want to end it, why wait? A warship is full of ways to die. Don't you remember? Of course you won't yet. You might not know. You know if you do it right. The loop needs sacrifices, and it needs them just so. An organized cough chuckles. You don't want to trifle with the loop. Right, surrender whatever you've done. We can help. Oh, and we have more options here. We have a spiritualist here. We will remember you in our prayers. Let's go that one then. We get some science energy. Syzygy is powering weapons, battle stations. And I have one more prayer for you. The captain recitals an old resonant palindronic prayer of 27 words that will fascinate your theologians and closes the connection. Okay. Battle stations.
Our construction ship is beset by enemies.
Construction ship. Alright, where the heck is this? Oh, down here. We have a military fleet fairly close by, but not very close. But you go and deal with those guys. Right, the messenger. They're both trying to flee. The Dionysus has located a small, minimally powered artificial object broadcasting a looping signal at a local range only. These sorts of things usually turn out to be escape pods, and this looks like one of those. It has been here a long time. When the crew cracks it open, carefully observing quarantine procedures, they find an ancient remains preserved by the sterile pod environment. So far, not unusual. The captain of Dionysus indicates, however, that they did not expect to find large words. What was will be, what will be was. Daunted on the wall in the bodily fluids of the pod's occupants. Who the crew are now and why referring to as the messenger. They add there are some equally unexplained anatomical similarities between the messenger species and our own. Okay, study the messenger and the message. And that is in the same
system survey complete.
Alright, so we need to deal with the ship there first though. For the gateway. Oh, you are doing the auto exploring, right? Yeah, that's fine. You do that. So frigate Syzygy is attacking our shrine ship.
Building ruined.
The waiting world. It appears this is not the first Disciplian settlement on this planet. A number of facilities and residents have been carefully mothballed, and with little restoration they serve our new colony well, but all records have been erased. Possibly this was smuggler's port or a haven for political exiles. Right, so that's here. Yep. Excellent. Make arrangements to restore the buildings. Or this is too good to be true. Demolish the buildings. No, make them ready. So we gain a farm. on an energy though, but they produce a lot here. That's just crazy amounts. You should go into one of these. So that's a world that our species had lived on before we became Gaia. Perhaps? Missing in action, the science ship, so you're gonna... No, that's a construction ship. Okay, so you're gonna go somewhere far, far away, and we have to travel all the way back down in order to send you into this way. The science ship, where are you at? That's the one up there, that's the one way out there, and this way he actually got away. Okay. And I just parked you here, so you can be parked there, that's fine. Because we're waiting for this particular wormhole travel tech. Right, a military fleet. Yeah, not too far away. A rendezvous. Okay, so apparently twice. The captain, that will be. Fausta Vitrinicus is silent in the days that follow. It's no small thing to hear that you are already dead. But in time, that silence becomes a determination and an admiral almost reckless confidence. Oh, did the spaceport take out the ship? Yeah, that's what happened. All right. He now has the foredoomed to a rendezvous trait. What was will be, what will be was. Oh, the same trait. Guess we're going with one of each or something. Yeah, he died by the spaceport. Alright, fair enough. So, back to repair. You got a trait. Sublight speed plus 25. Alright. And the science ship. You go and do that research project. Right, and where's the construction ship? You're not come back yet. I'd like to send you out and back down here to construct before I end this particular episode. Right, how are we doing up here? The science ship, how many orders? 4, okay. So almost there. Right, Headmaster Garnush, patron newsletter, the latest newsletter, donate and get some influence. We're doing okay on influence right now, but we're also doing okay on energy, so we will do that. And we can trade for energy if we need be. We cannot really trade for influence.
Construction complete.
But that means we could maybe look at our edicts to see if there's something we want to activate. Right, research speed and so on, master's teachings, society research, they all cost a fair amount, so I won't do them just yet, I don't think. Declare a saint, monthly unity, could be useful. For 15 years, plus 15% unity. Interesting. Yeah, let's declare a saint. Let's go down the list. Right, you build mining stations, that's all good. Are you coming back anytime soon? Does not look like it. Right, you have upgrades to do. So you do them. And we have buildings that have not been used, but that's gonna stay there for a while.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, because we don't have enough population. Sensor echoes indicate the presence of some kind of unidentified object deep within the atmosphere of this gas giant. Right, I will actually take a break here and get back to this in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching.